What's good, everybody? I'm KJ Summy, and today I will be giving opinions about 5 different fast food restaurants. Those 5 restaurants, you may ask, include McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Arby's, Wendy's, and Rally's. First, I'm going to talk about Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is definitely one of those restaurants you should go to if you're wanting all 3 meals a day. Now, you all may be wondering why Chick-fil-A is so delicious. Let me tell you, everyone, Chick-fil-A definitely makes you feel like you're in heaven. So every time I travel with my parents and my sister, whenever we go to the Detroit area to use the airport and all that, we always go to the Chick-fil-A in Novi. And for breakfast, I always get their chicken biscuit every single time. And then whenever I go to any Chick-fil-A, whether it's in the Detroit area or somewhere else, I tend to get their waffle fries with either their chicken sandwich or their chicken tenders for lunch and dinner. And that stuff be slapping, for sure. You won't regret going there. Alright, everyone. Let's talk about Arby's now. Trust me, there is no beef. You're in for a real treat. Alright, everybody. So, whenever you go to Arby's, their customer service is always really good. Every time I go there, at least, whenever I order, they always have my food right away, ready to go. And even if they don't, they'll just tell me to pull straight ahead, and then I only gotta wait a few minutes or so. It's nowhere near a ridiculous wait. So that one story I was telling all of you about, one time, it was Qdoba Wednesday, which was ironically Valentine's Day this year. I literally went through the drive-thru and picked up some Arby's. And then my other friends, they went to Qdoba, and once we got to Qdoba, they went in line, and then I literally took my food from Arby's inside and just sat there and ate. And my friend, one of my friends anyway, I'm not going to say names, but one of my friends, he literally put it on a Snapchat story and said, "Man's is eating Arby's inside Qdoba." Was definitely a good time, to say the least. The third place I will now talk about is Wendy's. When it comes to Wendy's, let me tell you, their prices tend to be god-awful expensive half the time. So every time I go to Wendy's, I tend to order the home-style chicken sandwich. Sometimes I'll get it in the meal, but other times I'll just get the sandwich with some fries. And it tends to come to like $10 to $11, at least to my knowledge anyway. But either way, Wendy's prices tend to be really expensive. When I say really expensive, like more than McDonald's, Arby's, and even Burger King, I feel like. When it comes to Rally's is hit or miss. I don't eat there as often as I eat at McDonald's and Arby's per se. So, whenever I go to Rally's, sometimes I'll get their fish sandwich. Other times, I'll get their chicken tenders or their chicken sandwiches. Their fish sandwiches are so dry, even when you put the cheese on it, it's still pretty dry. Whereas their chicken sandwiches and their chicken tenders, I feel like there's a little spice to it. So, a little spice to foods, that's not always a bad thing. It just depends on your mood and how much you can handle spice, or whatever flavor is on there. But either way, Rally's is good at times, but sometimes it's not all that. It just depends on what you get, in all honesty. Like I said, Rally's is hit or miss regardless. Now, the last fast food place I'll go over today is McDonald's. Let me tell you about McDonald's. So, when it comes to McDonald's, their food is hit or miss. I usually like their food, and I don't know what it is. It's not necessarily my favorite. I just go there because that's like the most popular place as a college student, apparently. So, whenever I go there, I always mix up my food choices for lunch and dinner. Sometimes it's 10-piece McNuggets. Other times it could be a McChicken, a crispy chicken sandwich, a double cheeseburger, or even a fillet of fish. And I tend to add cheese to all that, except for the chicken nuggets, of course, because who adds cheese to chicken nuggets? But either way, I tend to order fries on the side. And then for breakfast, I tend to get their sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit with medium hash brown. But either way, McDonald's food is pretty quality, if you ask me. Even though it's not the best fast food place, I just like going there because it's affordable. Well, looks like we have eaten through all of our restaurants today. Stay tuned for next time to see what we munch on next. Peace out.